Today I'm going to share with you 5 things that you need to pay attention to if you want to have savage confidence. Now, some of these may be obvious, but some of these things may surprise you. Before we begin, it is important to note that you're going to need a little bit of self-assessment here and self-awareness. And since you're already here, I know that you're going to go into this without any ego and be able to assess yourself and see where you can make improvements on this list. Let's go ahead and get on into it. Number 1 is going to be your presentation. When I say presentation, I'm talking about your hair, your clothes, and your hygiene. Now, if you notice, my hair is done, my mustache is done. When this thing doesn't have wax in it, it's actually pretty wild, kind of frayed out. Doesn't look the greatest. So I want you to take a look at your hair, your facial hair, your hair on your head. Is it cut? Is it trimmed regularly? Is it done in a style? Is it an intentional style? So for me personally, I get a haircut every 10 days. My mustache gets trimmed almost every other time I shave. I clean up right here around my lip line, otherwise it starts to protrude into my lip line. And then I also invest in Death Grip wax to take care of my mustache. And they have great mustache removers that I use in the evening, a balm that I use in the evening that helps keep it, give it a little bit of a curl and hydration after I wash out the wax, and then of course the wax during the day. Clothes is the next one on that presentation. Are your shirts fitted very well? Do they fit you? Are they baggy? Are they too tight? Do they not fit your body type? Do they have stains? Are they wrinkled? And this is actually a value that I was taught from my father at a young age. Make sure that you have good clothes that actually fit you. They don't have stains on it and they're not wrinkled. And also pay attention to what is your style. So if you just throw on clothes, or you purchase clothes or whatever it is and you don't have any intentional style, maybe take a look at what it is that your style truly is. Take a look at your photos, take a look at how you present yourself, or just take a really hard look in the mirror and see how you present yourself. And ask yourself, okay, is this the style that I want to portray? Does this style match my personality? Because the beautiful thing is you could always change it. And lastly is hygiene. I can't stress this enough, guys. You got to take care of yourselves. You can't be walking around smelling like a dirty dog. Shower regularly. Make sure that you are cleaning up your fingernails, you're trimming your fingernails, toenails, scrubbing your feet in the shower. I mean, I'm sure that's probably one that a lot of guys don't think about, because most guys, for whatever reason, think, oh, well, if the soap runs down my leg and onto my foot, then my foot's clean. Scrub your damn feet, man. Scrub your feet, take care of yourself. Really pay attention to the details when it comes to your hygiene. And that's going to say a lot about you. So really what you have to do is evaluate how you're being perceived and ask yourself, is this how I want to be perceived? Take the evaluation, take the assessment, and then make it who you want it to be. Number 2 is intention. Before you go anywhere, you have to have your plan of attack. You have to know what is your purpose of being there. If you're going to a party, then set your intention of okay, well, I came to have fun. What does that look like to you? Be more specific with it, so that way you have a drive forward in a direction, not just sitting there kind of hoping that the world is going to happen to you, because you are happening to the world. Okay? So make your intention known to yourself, not to others, but to yourself, and then go and have fun. If you're going to go to the gym, say, okay, well, what am I doing today before you get into the gym? Have a game plan before you go into the gym so you can see the results that you're looking for. There's always that cool person in the movies that you see oh, well, I just kind of go with the wind. Wherever the wind takes me, I go. And it's kind of a cool thing, right? And even though it doesn't seem like that person has any intention, their intention is on adventure. Their intention, their insight, their forward drive is to seek out adventure and say yes to the opportunities that come across them. And that's how they get this go with the flow kind of cool, charismatic attitude, is because they're open to adventure and they're saying, okay, I will say yes if the opportunity presents itself. Number 3 is be decisive. Nobody wants to follow a indecisive leader, somebody who is wishy-washy, who changes their mind and changes direction regularly. It just shows that they're not confident in themselves. If you want to be confident and be somebody that others will follow, then you're going to need to make mistakes along the way. What that means is that you're making decisions. And even if the decision is wrong, it's okay to keep on pressing forward, because the more wrong decisions you make, the better you will be at analyzing situations and making the right decisions in the future. So don't let the fear of making the wrong decision stop you. You have to make a decision, keep going with it. If it turns out bad, identify if you can pivot, because you can make up your mind as long as you are identifying that, hey, look, this isn't going to work out how I thought or how I intended this to work out. Now let me go ahead and pivot and find a new solution to this problem. That right there is what a real confident leader does. Make those decisions, no matter how small they are right now. It could be something as simple as where you want to eat, what clothes you're going to wear, and what time you're going to leave to go to your next appointment. Whatever it is, make those small decisions and stick to it. Number 4, be open to learning. A lifelong leader is a lifelong learner. And this is extremely valuable, because if you're open to learning, then you will never feel dumb for not knowing something. And then you could bring a new confidence to the conversation. Let's say you don't know a lot of information about, let's say, snowboarding, and the group is talking about snowboarding. They say, hey, Chris, have you ever been snowboarding before? What do you think about this? I could sit here and lie and be like, oh, well, yeah, I tried that one time and I don't really like the way this felt or this was. And, people could really sense that. People can smell when you're full of crap. So instead, just say, hey, you know what? I really don't know much about that. I've never actually had the opportunity to go snowboarding. Can you tell me about that? Can you tell me about that board, and like what is your opinion on the subject? So that way I could look into it and I will be better informed when I do decide to go snowboarding. Not only will other people enjoy that conversation with you because you are genuinely taking interest in their conversations, but you also get to learn and you get to hear people's opinions about subjects that they're into, that they're knowledgeable about. And ultimately, people like to share knowledge. People like to tell other people what they're interested in. People are going to like you more for that. Now, it doesn't mean like you base your entire personality off of just asking people questions. You have to bring stuff to the table eventually as well. But if you don't know something on a subject, don't be afraid to admit that you don't know and ask questions. That'll take you further in life than you would ever expect. And what it does for your self-confidence without having that fear of not knowing and looking dumb, it just skyrockets your confidence because you have your escape plan. If you're scared of looking dumb, just be like, tell me more about this. The only way you're going to look dumb is if you have faked it and lied about something. And that right there just says more about your character than anything else. So don't feel that shame, don't lie, and just ask questions and be genuinely interested. Number 5, and the last one on our list, is by far the most important aspect here. And this is coming from a coach of 10 years and seeing so many people get so much more confidence by doing this. It is absolutely the most important thing, and that is to take care of your health. When you are taking care of your health, you are taking ownership of your own being, of your own body. You get to see yourself grow stronger. You get to see yourself persevere when things get hard. You get to push past boundaries that you didn't know were even there until you had to challenge yourself. And then you start to become hungry in those challenges. Say, okay, well, what else can I do? How much more am I capable of? And then when you start to understand how much you're truly capable of, your confidence will go through the roof. I promise you this. You will become the most savage individual that you have ever been when you are able to take control of your health. So that's it, guys. That's my 5 things that you need to pay attention to if you want to have savage confidence. I hope that you get some value out of this. If you did, let me know in the comments. What part really stuck out to you that you're going to start to really take a look at and analyze, or if you had like an aha moment in this video, please let me know down in the comments below. I would really appreciate that. That's it for today. I hope to see you again. Stay savage.